Hey Aquarius, welcome to White Mirror Oracle. Today we're doing your Halloween, Samhain, and All Hallows Eve reading, and we're going to do an extended reading. This is the second take, so I just felt like I was rambling all over the place. But first of all, I want to say that intuitively, two things came up, and one was, and they actually rhyme with each other. One is the odor or the smell of pine, so maybe you have some essential oils. I do here, no product placement, but you know. That really called for you. And then also to connect, or not me, excuse my neighbors, to connect to what that pine element means in time, because time is also something that is really like up for you. Maybe you're discovering that time is more fluent than you think, and maybe it's also because like Pluto is finally entering into your sign for real this time. So a lot of rhyming here. But what we're gonna do, my loves, is that we're gonna see the overarching energy for you, Aquarius, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull some oracle cards with Star Code Astro. I love these astrological oracle cards. And we're going to see what is the underlying current of things, and also what needs to come to the surface to be cleansed and healed and witnessed, basically. And in the extended, we'll go a little bit deeper, and we're just going to see what unfolds. All right? So let's get started. We're starting off with the Tattoo Tarot. And before even shuffling, I'm having the Hierophant here. This is Swedish deck, but the Hierophant it doesn't represent father time like Kronos, like the devil does, because that's the Capricornian energy, but he does represent structures and belief systems and traditions and rituals and even religion, stuff like that. So maybe there's something there for you, something that you're seeing in a whole new perspective. Maybe you're being committed to something new, or you're disconnecting from something other. Well, knowing you, Aquarius, I know that you definitely don't tend to agree with these very dogmatic beliefs and dogmatic structures, because you're like a wide thinker and picking up on that we're all connected and there's no such thing as actual borders. However, I know that there can be beliefs in your system that can tell you otherwise. And perhaps this is what we're looking at, and perhaps this is also why you're moving back and forth in time and seeing things from a different perspective. Because what is time for a pine tree, for example? A pine tree is the most majestic, masculine presence there is on earth, at least to me, or one of them, you know. It grows constantly upwards and onwards and creates shelter and nourishment for all of the animals and the plants all around them. And the pine tree also never loses its leaves, right? It always stays green. It's evergreen. And the green color is the color of the heart. So it also connects to that loving presence that just does not back down. Whenever there is hardship, whenever there is harshness, it doesn't back down. And that's also another different aspect of time, because we think of time as changing us a lot. But what is really changing, and what is really time? All right, 333 as we're looking, and big wide thoughts here. So let's get started. All right, thank you for hanging out with me. I love you so much, Aquarius. And if you do want to buy the extended, you can find it in the link below. We got the Queen of Wands, so you're dealing with a fiery person here. Maybe Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, or somebody is very creative, passionate. Could be you really tuning into more creativity in your life. I'm seeing you have your heart on your sleeve, or this person has their heart on his sleeve, no matter if it's you or somebody else. But then we have Knight of Pentacles showing up, so it could be an earth sign. This could be this Knight of Pentacles though, because this is a tattoo tarot, so they have tattoos on them. I like this quality because it helps us to see, because what are really tattoos is also another thing that stays on us throughout all time, right? It doesn't go away. Well, if we kind of laser them away, but they're on our skin. It's kind of it will be there permanently, at least for as long as we're in this body. So, or we're in our body. So this is representation of what we believe. This is representation of who we are, right? So even though she's super fiery, you can see the fires here, very passionate with the roses and her wands. She knows how to devote herself to rituals. She knows how to devote herself to her emotions, and more than emotions, more creative outbursts, ideas, she is devoted to spirit, to whatever moves her in the present moment, right? And she knows when to say no, and she knows when to say yes. And she usually, you know, goes by saying yes, and then she says no. Like, she does whatever she feels like. But she has her heart right here on her hand, showing that there's no way for her to hide her feelings in regards to the situation. And then we have this guy. Look at him. He's carrying, instead of a wand, he's carrying this diamond. He's carrying this offering. Because he is a knight, it comes in as a messenger of an offering, so an opportunity. This doesn't have to be people. This can be just simple as an opportunity coming in, a creative opportunity, a passionate new beginning, something that is close to your heart, something that is creatively stimulating your heart. But he, look at this, on his neck, he has a tiger. And so what does tiger represent? It's like, even though he might be young and it might look like not that big of a deal, it still holds a lot of fierceness. It holds a lot of bravery. And I think you feel this. I think you know this. It's almost like you know that this situation holds a lot of potential and it holds a lot of creative power, I'm hearing, and a lot of potential to grow and to be stable and to be nurturing. But what comes up next is the Eight of Swords. And here comes the beliefs I was talking about, right? Maybe it's your beliefs about what is possible and what is not possible. Maybe it's your beliefs considering what you're worthy and what you're not worthy. Maybe it's just fears coming up, and fear surrounding, well, what if this, you know, because it's pretty vulnerable having your heart on your sleeve. Even though you're brave and strong like a tiger, you can still get hurt, right? So there's always a risk to it. Plus, this guy is a knight. He's not a king, which talks about that he's not as stable perhaps as you would want him to be. Maybe he's not really showing up in the same way that you would want him to. And again, these are not people specifically I'm speaking about energies, but they could be people. Could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, younger person, male or masculine energy. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, feminine energy, grown woman. Doesn't have to be. All right, so let's check in with the Oracle deck, and then we're gonna head over to the extended. All right, you guys? So let's see, what is the undercurrent of this Halloween reading for you? What is the energy that moves and stirs your pot right now? What is the energy that really, like, you know, presents this opportunity, like the root cause of why this is happening for you? Let's check in. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And also, I wanted to let you know, thank you for being here with me. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to do so. It really, 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 I mean, it sets my heart on fire. Sets my heart on fire. No, but just, you know that when we are subscribing to this channel or to any channel, it assists the person to also affirm them that they are doing a good job and providing what you really like. Plus, it's a win-win because you'll get all the notifications of all the free readings. And if you want to book an appointment with me, that's also possible. I do quantum healings. Ooh. I do quantum healings as well as tarot sessions, all right? Let's see, Aquarius. There were 3 cards falling out, but I just want 1 or 2. So let's see, whoops. They're like, you want 1 or 2? I'm gonna give you 1 or 2. Flying out. All right, look at that. Well, we got Gemini, and we got 6th house. And we got the numbers 3 and 44. So let's look at this. Well, Gemini is all about communication, and it says cross-pollination. So it's about a meeting. It's about connecting to the world around you. Could also be connected to the duality within you. Could also be, you know, like interacting and interchanging and interlacing different energies. Whatever it is, it definitely talks about, you know, a carrier of some kind of new potential, I would say. Definitely new potential. what will come out of it, you know, you can't see it. I'm also hearing you can't unsee it. So maybe once you see it, you can't unsee it, but it will take time before you actually see it. Remember, this is a knight, it's not a king. So it's not there yet, it's almost there, but you can't really see the results. However, if you put in the work, and I mean on a daily basis, like in your routines, in your daily actions, in your day-to-day rituals, again, I'm hearing rituals, you'll see the definite changes. You'll see how it will be more and more aligned. You see how this potential will give you fruit for your labor. Because this is also what Bees talks about. It's about labor. Plus, for some of you guys, you might be expecting something, right? Because there's the bees and it's like the flowers. Well, in Sweden, we don't say the birds and the bees. In Swedish, we say the bees and the flowers when we talk about you know what. All right, let's... So there might be a person in your 6th house coming in too, to cross-pollinate with you. And if you are Aquarius rising, that would indicate your 6th house would be Gemini, right? Wait, let's count. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. No, it's Cancer. All right, so there's something happening in your 6th house, whether it is in Cancer or not, but it could definitely be for some of you guys that you are trying to get pregnant. And there's a lot of fears revolving this. But if you're not, you know, pregnancy, what is that? Like, that's, again, something that is happening, but you can't really see it. Like, you don't even know that you're waiting or expecting a baby until like a month in from when it happened. And then again, you don't really know until, you know, it's like life, right? It's uncertainty. Like, anything can happen and everything can happen. It's full potential that it will happen, but nothing can ensure it. Even though they say that everything is fine, you can't really know until you know. You can't really see until you see. But when you see it, you can't unsee it. And I don't think it's a bad thing. Now let's see what's coming up to the surface. What's the bubble that is gonna burst during Halloween for you guys? And we can see this as like what ghosts are coming out of the closet to be like, ooh, showing themselves off. What on earth? So a lot of signs have been getting this specifically. Progressions, journey, and again, we got the time. I'm hearing we got the elephant in the room. So maybe time is the elephant in the room. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough time. But I'm being drawn to how these are very similar. You see the alignment here? It's like all the chakras and the chakra systems. However, these are 9 and these are 6, right? 7. All right. Well, I'm hearing these are infinitely. So once clarity is reached, there is no going back. But this is a need to clarify. So this is what's happening right now. It's a journey. Like, you need to be clear on how you want to use your time. And also, again, we have 5th house showing up. And 5th house is all about what? It's about creativity, passion, sex, children, fertility, right? So there's something there. What is your creative passion? Are you spending enough time on what you actually do want in your life? And these are the questions arising during this time for you, Aquarius. Now, in the extended, we're definitely going to go ahead and clarify this bubble that needs to be burst, but because there's like obviously a lot here. And we're also going to unpack specifically the 8 of Swords, because I really want to see what that's about, the fears here. And then we're just going to go ahead and see what's happening with these 2 individual energies here of the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So if you want to follow me there, you can do so for $7, and you just click the link below and I'll see you in the extended. And if you don't want to join me there, I'll see you next time we'll meet, okay? Love you so much and happy Halloween. Bye.